Nah, you good. You good. I'm just gonna scoot up the block. All this body weight. She ain't gonna
You got a
be.
clothing line or something?
Yes.
It's called Vision.
Yeah, let me.
It's a shoe line.
Yeah.
Clone line
It's a shoe
too.
line.
Oh, I'm at the boat.
This is a talented man. They got a food truck. He got a shoe line. They got shirts and stuff.
Hey, you go to your Facebook.
Go to Facebook and go live.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be a little thing that says live.
And then go up to the top right there.
Right here.
Where it say what
One of him.
and then live.
I feel like a pack of French
And then
fries in the
when you
grease.
ready to start it, it's gonna be blue down at the bottom. It should fit in there with that.
I'll put it right here.
Huh?
I'll put it right here.
Who
The tab.
No, I use it. Oh, I ain't got no
Yeah,
internet
you might
connection.
take it out that case. It might
I
do
got
it.
Yeah, that case gonna block it.
Yeah, use the lamp.
Stick
Yeah,
it
I gotta
in
get
there, fit right in there.
Wi-Fi.
Pull them sides out. Yeah, and then just slide.
Oh, one that hit.
Okay, y'all know y'all live, right?
Yeah.
You already went live. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Not you, girl. Okay. I don't know if you ready.
Okay.
All right, we got to get the people. Come on in, y'all. We got to get people. We start about 7, so you folks can have time to hop in
Yeah,
here.
like 1 minute.
Yeah. You know, Mr. Huck, you know Pastor Andre?
Yeah, that's my first cousin.
Okay. I love it. Yeah, I've been there. A matter of fact, I think I remember seeing y'all. I came a couple times because my pastor, New Life Ministries, we done came to y'all church and
Sure
fellowship with y'all a couple times. That's my
have.
pastor.
What's your Wi-Fi password?
Not alone.
B. Brayson, BRASON, at 1972.
Got to set up real nice.
Thank you.
BR1.
Capital B.
Oh, BR.
BRASON.
Gauge on the 5.
At 1972.
In the mix.
In the mix.
BR so 19 what?
At the @ sign, 1972. 72. What they say?
Connected. It says you are now connected.
What's up, James? We trying. James said we doing the big, y'all.
You doing the
James said we doing the big.
Yeah.
We try to do a little something, James.
Yeah, I
Just a little something. Then put some lip gloss on so my lips will be shiny on the show.
You gotta have some shiny lips.
Yeah.
You had no
I can't look like these men.
Can't look like a flip.
My lips is juicy clean.
We must try to call you lip crazy.
Raymond McKent Street from North Carolina is checking in. Thank you, Raymond.
Yeah, that's
Pencil
one of my
mate.
fellas.
That's who?
One of my fellas from North Carolina.
Okay. Come on down here August 15th, Raymond. Get you a hotel and come watch your boy do his thing. We waiting on Mix to get our song started.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah, I just be checking y'all out.
Do you?
Yeah.
Bluetooth mode. Let's get it. Connect.
It is 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my grove top.
That is not the song. Y'all, that is not the song. That is not the song.
Yeah, we are friends in life, can you understand? We've had different experiences in this old land. Hey. We got together to talk about the real. You can read each other's opinions about each of us feel. In the Mix podcast is where we can be found. So come and join us, we're talking, let's get down. You got your Zazzy, press the button, so get your cup better and tune in to see. Till we are every Friday night at 7 p.m. That is wide on Facebook Live. let's get hype.
It's not start. Y'all don't start.
Yeah, we got Nick on the solo trumpet. Hunt, come out. We laying it down, boy. Mixie G was on the
Hey everybody, welcome to In the Mix Podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Calandra McKinney. To my left is...
You got Christopher Patton, better known as Big Mix, better known as The Tenderfoot.
And to my right...
Man, you already know what it is, man. This Gage and that thing one more time.
Gage.
What's up? Y'all, we got Gage in the building 2 days in the week. Everybody put some stars in. Just do some stars.
Yeah.
Clap your hands. Everybody.
Man, y'all hard.
Mix, how was your week?
My week went well. You all had another episode with one of our former client. And it wasn't as extreme as the last week.
No.
But there might be some legal issues, so I can't go into detail on that.
Okay.
But other than that, we got two of our guys just got hired.
Oh, good.
One at GBI, I believe it's called, and one at Kellanova.
I think don't say Delta Foster because we have to do.
They went through Warner went through Express. Employment Services, and we got 2 more guys that's pending. Hope we can get those. So right now we get out of 15 guys, we don't have 4 that's not working there.
Okay, that's good.
And, one of our guys, he'll be moving into his apartment next week. Not this week. He'll be moving in his apartment next week.
So listen, there ain't no reason for people to be homeless. They are out here homeless solutions. Is that what it's called?
Tennessee Homeless
Solutions is out here and they helping people get back on their feet. So it is no reason for nobody to be saying they can't find no job. They got a facility where you can go wash up, take a bath, watch TV, do all the things. So no reason for nobody to be running around here saying they don't have no help. They can't get nobody to their job. They help them do all of that.
Right.
What's up, James?
In addition, we had a donation of meals, clothing, and we had suits, shirts, ties, pants, and what else we get? I think that's it. Shoe ties and a couple coats.
All right.
Yeah. So and then after that, we had another lady that stopped and donated some female clothing.
Okay.
And in addition to that, I have another young lady that's supposed to have 2 bags of clothing for me. I just gotta get with her to get those picked up.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So y'all, they taking donations also at Tennessee Homeless Solutions here in Jackson, Tennessee.
425 East Baltimore Street. So if you want to come by, just say hi, come take a little walk around the facility. It's not that big, so it won't take long. Or if you want to make donations, 425 East Baltimore Street, Tennessee Homeless Solutions. You can't miss the big white and orange sign.
You can't, because I just seen it when I was going to get our tickets made. How was your week?
Man, my week was alright. It was kind of rough, man. I did like 2 triple bypass heart surgeries, and I delivered like 3 sets of twins.
Okay.
And,
That's all right.
I actually helped somebody skin a deer, so.
Y'all Gage just be on here lying. It doesn't make no sense. Just be on here just lying. Gage ain't did nothing, went to work and slept. That's all we do. That's all.
I would have to put in front of his how your day goes in the multiverse, and then put it in there. So we can get it covered.
Curtis, Mr. Raymond said you need to do your play again. Look here, by the time we get to Mr. Curtis, we're gonna have a lot to talk about because I want to know about this play, Mr. Curtis.
Yes, ma'am.
My week was good. It's always good. Every day above ground is a good day.
So how was your week, Calandra?
Yeah.
It's
I know. Where was the word today, man? You know you got to put the word out there. What was the word?
Panel.
I didn't
Relationship
go.
panel.
I didn't go.
You didn't go to church.
I didn't. And
You didn't go to church?
I didn't.
Man, I almost had a heart attack.
This is the churchiest
And
going this.
And
church.
I feel bad
She
when I
did
don't
not go to church, y'all.
I was unable to attend today. I had company,
Oh, okay.
and they didn't leave until later.
Well, I guess
And
we'll.
so,
I mean, your tennis record is so
I
good.
got
So
some hot dogs.
one absence.
hot dog. She didn't do nothing, you know. If I had some beef hot dogs, I'd be happy right now. But yeah, I didn't get to make it today, but I am gonna go back and watch the service. I see, that we record it every Sunday, so
Okay.
at some point tonight I'll
That's
get the
what's
word
up.
before I
Don't
go
feel
to
bad.
bed.
I didn't make it to church today.
Well, yeah, but it It
So-
does something to me when I don't make it.
So Facebook
I-
Mix Masters and TikTokers, we're gonna do things a little different because we have a special guest today. So we're gonna bypass the Sipping with Mix and bypass the HBCU shout out for this particular week.
It'll probably be
And-
for the next couple of weeks.
For
Man.
the
Probably
next
so.
few weeks,
Yeah.
next
So,
few weeks we'll do a little different. Yeah.
So we have a special guest. Who found this special guest?
We're gonna give Gage the opportunity to
All right,
to
Gage.
introduce our guest for the night.
Our special guest
We
is
have Curtis L. Sykes-Fur.
He's a real good friend of mine, my supervisor at work. When I tell you, this man handle business when it's time to handle business, is no business that can't be handled that he can't handle. You know what I'm
because
saying?
he's handling.
Because he's handling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
All right,
so-
man.
Don't say yes. Do not agree with them. Do not
But,
fall into this trap with them.
yeah, he's him and his wife are entrepreneurs. They have a Vision shoe. They have the Vision apparel, hoodies, t-shirts, hats. They have a food truck, which he been telling me he gonna give me some food off of it. I ain't got it yet, but I appreciate the thought. Yeah, he also have a couple of books out, and that's my bad. He gave me the books to present to y'all, but it was a rough day at work on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
so I left them in the locker. But
Y'all
I
see
get
me
them to
shaking my
y'all.
head. I'm
I get them to
shaking
y'all
my head.
ASAPTYT.
Shaking my head.
You know what I'm saying?
So, well, I'm going to say Mr. and Mrs. Sangster, but Sangster. We do have Mrs. Sangster here.
Would you
She's-
like to
she's
come
in
and
the
share
audience.
with us, Miss Sangster? You don't want to. She being a little shy. She
I
don't
know,
want to.
right?
She don't want to show her face,
Yeah,
but
right.
she is in the house tonight, and we want to
We
appreciate
want to show love for the
yes,
Mrs.
showing love. Yeah.
So, yeah, we want to make sure we show love to the Mrs. She's here to support Mr. Sangster. And I got one question. Y'all got any money in your pocket? Okay. What time y'all leaving? I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just joking.
So we are going to give Mr. Sangster the opportunity to tell you all a little bit about himself, and then we will go into the questioning.
Okay, my name is Curtis Sangster. I'm glad to be here, first of all, in the mix. I'm Shanua. I'm also a husband, and I do a lot of things in the community. I also talk to the youth
Okay.
about the things that I done went through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I also was raised up by a good father, which took me from my mother, where I was left on a bridge by my mother with 4 other siblings, which is my brother and 2 sisters.
Okay.
Correction, 3 sisters.
Mhm.
And my dad took us in and he raised me. And, you know, along the way, I got in some trouble in the military. I overcame the challenge through God. I had a vision and came up with some my clothing when we had the pandemic. A lot of blacks was losing their business. So I came up with the clothing called Visions, to give people hope, young people hope, young adults hope through that matter. And so when they wear the clothing, they can see their vision, because we go through so much as African Americans.
Right.
So we need to start sticking more together. So I created that on them boundaries, you know. And man, you know, it's been a long day coming. You know, now I'm about to get my military discharge upgraded.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got out of prison and found a good job and became a supervisor in 2 years.
Mm.
And you know,
Awesome.
and it's a pleasure to, you know, to have guys that work up under you that care and that's on the same lines that you on. See, when you are a leader, you got to get in the mix with them guys and show that you care and that you're a workaholic as well.
Right. Right.
You just don't. I mean, when I was in the military, you know, I was a sergeant, and I had people that worked under me, but when I always told them, you know, you got to be disciplined, and it means everything. That's how you become successful, and that's why I'm standing here today, because I had that discipline, and and I've been around the world. I've traveled around the world. I've been in 2 wars, and I was fortunate to travel and be in the United States Marine Corps, where I got this discipline. I wasn't always disciplined like this,
Right.
but once I got that discipline, and I put it to use, coming from under my father, and I read all the time, it makes me a person that the high standards in life.
Right.
And also to help others. That's what it's all about, love,
Right.
helping others. Because love conquers hate.
Right.
It does.
So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to meet all you guys, especially my man Gage. I call him Big Gage. He's one of my hard workers at work. And I tell you, this is a good guy. And when we first met, we clicked. And I kind of put him under my wing, and
Right.
he took it from there.
Okay.
He didn't wait on me. He also, when he come in, he does his job.
Right. Right.
And he know how it is when we go to work. We under fire when we are African Americans at work. We got to work together.
Right.
And they said team makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. He one of them.
Got to work together.
All right,
So
guys.
Yeah.
this guy keeps me. I can trust him with my life. I can lead. I can take off, and I can believe that the situation is going to get done
Right,
without me
right.
even calling, because he's going to call me if something wrong.
Okay.
So, but I appreciate him. I appreciate y'all for having me here tonight.
We appreciate you being here.
This may sound a little
give me an opportunity, even because without him, I'd have been fired.
Well,
Yeah, I ain't gonna even sure because I was fired.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all good though.
This may sound cliche, but thank you for your service.
Yes.
Thanks for letting me
Yes,
serve.
most
No,
definitely.
no.
Had been for y'all.
Man,
Man.
It had been for God.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
That's
exactly
a-
what it's
yeah.
Third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's-
Well, that's Mr. Sangster for you all. If you have some questions, please drop a comment.
yeah.
Go right along. Clancy, what you get?
So, Mr. Sangster is going to be one of our panelists on the In the Mix podcast relationship panel that we are having August the 15th. Tickets are on sale now. You can contact either one of us if you need to call. You can call 731-796-1584, and I will be glad to give you a ticket. Mr. Sangster, what do you think you're going to bring to the panel?
Well, I can bring a lot of motivation to people that I feel that that they say to society that is unworthy.
Mm-hmm.
I can bring knowledge and wisdom to the youth,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we all slipping on, because the youth is our future,
They are.
and it's now.
Mhm.
Because if we leave the youth, behind, it's gonna be some dark days for us.
It is.
Because if the youth kill all the old people,
You're right.
there is no wisdom.
And ain't none.
No.
And they're gonna be living like wild benches.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I think I can bring to the table.
And also him being married, any of the questions that's related to marriage, Mr. Sangster will be able to give you some insight on how to stay married. I'm gonna give you the insight on how to get rid of. Let's go. Get out.
Yeah.
You ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Let's
But
get going.
when you have those marriage questions, we're
Yes.
gonna make sure
We're gonna
that
make sure that they
Mrs.
have to-
Sangster has a noise-proof headphones on,
She said,
so he can have a good
She over there shaking her head like, So for the relationship part of it, Mr. Sangster will be on there to answer. He'll be able to answer any question he wants to answer, but we know he's married, so we know that he will be able to give you insight on how to stay married. Because, like I said, how long have y'all been married?
We've been married for about 3 years now.
3 years.
3 years ago.
And that's a long time, because I made 2, and it was
Right.
over.
We don't have the perfect marriage, but we there for each other. We love one another.
Right.
Because this woman,
It's over half battle.
yeah,
Mhm.
and this woman brought me out of poverty, and she stood with me, and she believed in what I was doing.
Okay.
And she's the person there, that the woman, the powerful woman that she is, because she got a lot of attributes
Right.
that she can give to any man,
Right.
not only me,
Okay.
to any man that can, flourish and fly.
Y'all better, you better give her her flowers.
Yeah.
Give her her flowers.
This woman is awesome. She's been through a lot too, but as far as her credentials, she does taxes, she runs a food truck, she can cook, and a whole lot of extra stuff. She's business minded. That's how my book came out. That's how I created my business for my shoes. She's behind all this.
Okay, that's
Okay.
what's up.
All right.
That's what's up.
Well,
All right, Miss
we're
I
gonna give them recognition to
All right.
Mrs.
It's nice in the house. All right.
Yeah, she's in the
Hey.
background smiling. Y'all.
Yeah.
Let's go right there.
Smiling and giggling. So we know the thrill ain't gone yet. Cause
No,
she giggling. She over there just a giggling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody got any mixed gauge? I got questions for Mr. Stacy.
So, the question I have, being an entrepreneur, like, so you have a lot of young folks that want to start businesses with clothing lines and stuff like that,
Right.
but they not sure what to do and how to do it. Can you give them like some kind of feedback that'll help them at least give them an idea of where they want to take it, how far they want to take it, and what it's going to take for them to get there?
And the number one thing is trusting God. Put God in everything
Yes,
that you
Lord.
do, and He'll bring you wisdom and knowledge. But you got to have a partner in this thing that you can trust. When you're doing business like this, it's not going to always be, 100% good to the good for you. But you also got to work, and it got to be consistent.
Right.
If you have an idea, especially us being African American, if you got an idea, you got to go through with it. You got to be disciplined, and you got to read up on everything, and don't trust anybody to handle your business but you.
That's right.
You know?
Me speaking myself from a person that has his clothing also. That's one thing you definitely, you said it when you said it then when you said, first of all, you got to have God involved. You got to have a plan. You got to know where you want to go with it.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be times where it get rough. When it start getting rough, that don't mean give up. That means work harder.
Get
You know
better.
what I'm saying? That means get better, work harder, and push yourself through it, because we know success only comes from conquering the obstacles that are put in front
Put
of
in
you.
for you. Yeah, and that's discipline.
It's discipline.
That's discipline.
Yes.
And then, as far as I said, I'm fortunate that I had a business-minded wife that knows the business, and she helped created this thing, and we drew it up. As soon as I got out of prison, and you have your haters, but you had to keep pushing. That motivate me.
Right.
When somebody tell me I can't do nothing,
Oh yeah.
I dream about it all night. I get out of bed early.
Yeah.
That's what you got to get up.
Yeah.
And you got to consistently be, you got to be
Yeah.
motivated
Hard.
to work
Yeah.
hard, to stay on the path of greatness
Mhm.
if you want to achieve it.
Right. So, we talked about what you could bring to the panel, and so my question is there any wrong question or a question that you would not answer?
I don't have nothing to hide. I feel I can answer any question. I don't have anything to hide because what I done been through, it's all been written out. It's already been told. And I already been forgiven for.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. I said, don't hold back.
Okay.
He already been through hell. He
Yeah.
just waiting.
Hey, look here.
Wait, no, right.
Everybody, I was told by his friend who emailed me about tuning in. What was his name again?
Raymond.
Raymond. Yeah, and he says that he is known to say what he's gonna say.
That's
So
what's up.
so you better be ready to hear it.
If you don't want the truth, don't ask that. Don't ask the question.
That's my kind of person right there. Look,
Right.
if you don't want to know the answer, don't ask the question.
So Mr. Curtis, what is this play that Mr. Raymond is talking about?
We was in green clothes, and that's where we have freedom. We can go out on work release.
Okay.
We can go demonstrate, talk to the youth. We can go out and talk to the community, the troubled youth, and etc. So I created a play from each one of the guys that was in the play life. I got their virgin, and I showed the people how God can take the worst in you and make the good out of
You
you
better preach.
by using us for what we did wrong, so they won't have the same mistakes that we went through.
That's it.
My mistakes won't become their mistakes
Mm-hmm.
with growth. If they see a person that's been in it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and have wisdom, and then they've been through this for years, yeah, I have to listen to that person, because I raised a lot of young adults in prison.
Mm-hmm.
I did 20 years on and off.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, each year that I've been in there wasn't a pleasant year for me.
Right.
I was out of town. I'm from Tennessee. I'm in the state of North Carolina.
Right.
I had a lot of guys looking up to me, following me. I did a lot of legal work for those guys and sent some of them guys home. And you know, it was hard for me to leave, but I had to get out of there.
No, man.
You know, but some of the guys that have gotten out of prison have drove in trucks, got their GEDs while we was in there.
Right.
So, you know, it was all God, man. You know,
Amen.
you know, and you know, I thank God for the people that I done helped. It's not about me. It's about helping others.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So my question, okay, so Miss Sangster, did she stand by your side
She stood by my
for
side.
20 years?
No, I ended up meeting her on the end of my sentence,
Okay.
which was about a year left. And I met her. And you know how I met her? I met her through, I needed someone, a publisher.
Mhm.
I mean, somebody to be my publicist while I was in there, because this lady was getting over on me. I was doing this book while I was in prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the lady was getting over on me, so I needed my taxes done because I was doing work release. She does taxes.
Okay.
So we was business at first.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden I slid in there like New Edition.
Mine with the penny loaf.
I slid in there like New Edition. You know, and then, you know, we started liking each other, and the next thing you know, it was all love after that.
Okay.
I mean, she saw my vision. No one else saw it. Nobody believed in it but me. She saw it, and she said, this could be done.
All right.
So once we got out of there, and once I got out of prison, we hit the road running.
All right.
You know,
I'm talking about. They ain't look back.
didn't look back.
Didn't look back.
Didn't look back.
Don't look
She
back.
stay on me today now.
Don't look back now.
She
You
stay
know,
on.
everybody, you know, the odds was against me because people was telling me he's not gonna stay out.
Okay.
But she was driven. She made sure that I stayed out. I got this job. I started working as a machine operator. Then it turned to me being a supervisor. Then we got married. Then I came out with the book. Then the next month we came out with the shoes.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
So it's called Visions.
So
Yeah.
it's tennis shoes or it's tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes, hoodies, hats,
Okay.
t-shirts.
Okay.
You know,
So I remember having a conversation with you, because of the way the Vision shoe looked. You actually had some issues with Nike. Could you tell us about that?
yeah. I had to. I met a guy when I was overseas. You know, and they was making the shoes for Jordan and Kanye West. But at the time, Kanye wasn't there at the time, but he was making it for Jordan.
Right.
So what I did was I had to make a soft shoe, make it a different brand from Nike. So, you know, I had to, you know, tear that plan up and draw up a new plan. So once I drew up the new plan, and, you know, she made it happen. She worked with me. She made sure that we had no flaws where we could get sued and etc. And so once we got this thing equipped and legalized, everything worked out for the best. And you know, we sold some shoes, we sold some books, and you know, but as you know, where you from, you didn't get the support. You got to get the support. I had to get the support from the outside.
James Crumble is on here watching, and he started me because I had a show by myself last year, a couple of years ago, and he said it's not going to be your friends and family to make you richer to be strangers.
It's
So you cannot depend on your friends and your family
Exactly.
to support you, because for low key they really jealous of what you're
Right,
doing,
what
because
you're doing.
they probably thought about it and didn't do it,
Right.
and because you did it, now it's the issue.
Yeah,
Right.
because
And they'll never say that, but
the issue was the problem that this man got out of prison where you thought that he was gonna fail,
mhm,
and they hoping that you fail,
right.
Mhm.
and they were saying that he's not gonna come up with any books or anything.
Mhm.
So my wife, she was so strong minded about this thing.
Mhm.
She was putting in the work while I was working.
Mhm.
So I couldn't have did this by myself. I thank God and her for helping me. So we made it happen.
All right, now what I'm talking
Mhm.
about.
That's what I'm talking about. Miss Saints is the one you go to. We
Yeah,
might need a
let me pull
have a
my
meeting with her, see what we
Facebook
need to
page.
do.
Make
Right.
sure you my
See
friend
what
on
we need to do
Facebook.
to
Oh,
boost
she
this
got a
podcast
page.
up.
Yeah.
She got a page. She can cook.
Yeah.
She can cook.
Yeah.
She do taxes. Like I said again, she do
Yes.
catering parties.
Yes.
She do weddings. The woman's multi-talented.
Sound like a producer over there.
Yeah. So, Mr. Sangster,
Yes, sir.
you gonna hang out with us while we go through the topic of the day?
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it that time now.
Miss
So,
you ready to tell them what the topic of the
and,
day is?
man, look here. The topic of the day is: what do your clothes tell people when you step out the house?
And so when we were talking to Mr. Saints a while ago, and he was talking about helping the youth,
Mhm.
You think it's cute for their drawers to show,
The sagging.
to the sag.
Mhm.
So, Mr. Sangster, this is a good topic for you today, because what do you tell your at-risk youth that think it's okay to have their clothes hanging down so low they can't even hardly walk? How do you present that to them?
Negative. It's a negative vibe. It's look at you in the wrong way because you got jobs, you got basketball people looking at you if you're a sports guy. So why would you put yourself in harm's way and not achieving your goal? With your pants sagging and they looking at you. We got to work harder than the average man and woman.
Mhm.
Our presentation means everything.
Right.
So when you go in front of a job, your presentation speaks. So that's where that discipline comes in. Remember I talked about that. So when you got pants sagging and you're not groomed up for your job or a presentation for anything that you're trying to reach a milestone, sagging your pants and all that is a no-go for me.
Right.
Do you know the history behind sagging?
Yeah.
Where it originated from?
Prison.
Yes.
Yeah, it means
It originated to the
you mean you want to be somebody's girlfriend.
Yes, it is.
From the prison.
You're right.
Slavery.
Yeah.
That's where it
Yes.
came from.
That's why I don't like to say incarcerated. I call it physical slavery. That's what it is. Then you got people in that sagging with the belt. That's why I never let anybody in my room.
Right.
When I'm in prison, I wear my pants. You getting somebody something to look at. So you got a lot of, and I'm gonna say this. You got people in there coming in now, gangsters, saying they gangsters and all that. But when you get in there, there's no guns in there. You got your pants sagging. Get what you think the other people were looking at. So I never presented myself, and I never allowed nobody in my room.
Right.
Because I don't tolerate ignorance when it came to prison time because I took it serious. And life is serious.
Yes, it is.
So you sagging, you going around sagging, so you inviting somebody, telling me you inviting a plan.
A poem.
You know what I mean?
And it's not a master plan.
It ain't a master plan, right? You know what I mean?
My job requires me, well, it don't necessarily require me, but I do attend a lot of job fairs throughout the West Tennessee area. And it has not failed yet when I see young men, especially black men, coming in there with sagging pants, pants with holes and rips in them, not groomed, wearing clothes that got more wrinkles than Airways Boulevard, and I'm sitting here looking at them saying, oh my God. I mean, what do you expect? And when they come to my table, I got to give them a little wisdom, you know.
Right. There you go.
Hey, look at brother, look at man.
Mhm.
You don't need to be in here with your Jesus sneakers on, pants ripped, and got more wrinkles than a map.
Right.
Got more lines in your pants than in your
Right.
clothes than a map. I mean,
Right.
wear something just basic, just a basic nice pair of creased jeans,
Right.
Mhm.
and a basic T-shirt,
Right.
you know, and a belt.
Mhm.
I said, but this here, no one's gonna hire you like this.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then we have, you know, and a lot of our job fairs have law enforcement and whatnot. Who's to say them just won't kind of write your
Write your
name
name,
down,
yeah.
keep you out back down the line.
And
You know what I mean?
now they're harassing you.
You know what I'm saying? Because you fitting the description.
That's
Right.
it. That's it.
And it just hurts me to my heart to see these young folk out here like this. And then every now and then you find an old head coming there looking just as bad. And I'm
Right.
like, dude, really?
Right.
Come on now.
Right.
And they just look at me. And when I say something like that, they know exactly what I'm talking
They do,
about.
Right.
yeah. They
You know,
do.
Exactly.
I mean, we got to do something.
Yeah, that's what I've said. Presentation is the key to success.
Yeah.
You go in on a job and I don't understand. You say you want success. Do you really?
Right. But a lot of that comes from not having anybody to teach you when you're young.
No
You
guidance.
know guidance.
No
You,
guidance.
like you said, your father showed you
Oh.
how to be a man.
Right.
We got so many men out here that still have a boy mentality because they never had a man to show them how to be
Right.
the man that they need to be.
Right.
So these older men want to be like these younger boys because these younger boys seem like they got it going on. They got all the women with these sagging pants, but they got the women who haven't been taught by older women with wisdom how to be mature women.
Right.
So you got a generation of people who haven't been taught.
Right.
They don't have the guidance. They haven't been taught. We don't have enough mentoring programs to get the kids while they're young.
Right.
So by the time somebody takes an interest in them, they already too far
Too
gone.
far gone.
And you got to reel them in. You
Mhm.
got to go through all the struggles of reeling them back in to want to listen to you, to get them to where they need to be.
And it has a lot to do with the president too, because a lot of the independent places that had funding coming from the government, he took that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all the plan. Why I take this, so they can't do that, and so now we got an advantage. You
But
know what I'm
that's
saying?
because
That's how I look at that.
people have come to depend on the government. You
Right.
don't depend on the government to do what you're supposed to be doing in your
In
household.
your household.
The government can't come in your household and tell you how to raise your child.
Right.
You should be doing that from the time they born. And if you doing your job, I don't care if the government funding or not funding, your child is gonna know how to act. Yeah, they're gonna be influenced by some of their peers,
That's
but
right.
they still gonna have that. The words say train up a child in the way they should go, and they when they're apart from that. So
Can I give you a little piece of
Yes,
something
sir.
real quick?
mhm.
Remember I told you about mother left me on the bridge.
Mhm.
But what I didn't tell you is that she had a stealing. Had a stealing and everything. And we was known for getting in trouble in the store, taking something out. So we had sticky fingers. Due to our mother had taught us.
Mhm.
But once I got with my father,
Mhm.
that no longer was tolerated.
Mhm.
So he disciplined to that.
Mhm.
But once I got older, it kicked back in.
Mhm.
Because guess what? I went to something that I know because my mother had instilled that in me
Familiar spirit.
from my
familiar
experience.
Familiar
And that's where I say, what you do in your household, it repeats itself
It
through your
does.
kids.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
And that's why you see a lot of parents, when you see their kids acting up in the school, it's
Right.
because they do that at home.
That's
This
right.
ain't something that just happened because we in public. They
Right.
do the exact same thing at home.
Mhm.
Kids gonna take what they do at home and take it out into the public, and then when it embarrass you,
Mhm.
then you mad.
Then you
Right.
mad.
Right.
Yeah, but I want to say this before we wheel back to the actual topic.
Mhm.
And you said something about a federal government Trump. A lot of people don't understand this. Your local government affects you a lot quicker and a lot
Mhm.
harder
A lot
than the
better.
federal
Mhm.
government.
Mhm.
Nobody know who the mayor is. Nobody know who the city councilman is.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, they talking about the streets need to be repaved, but they repaving all the streets that they want to repave, not the ones that need to get repaved.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, so look at your local government. You know, but that's last thing I'm gonna say on politics.
And then they the main ones on TV talking about vote for me for what? What you showed me?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
So just know your local government. People. Just know your local government.
So my pastor had a sermon when Tarina said, yes, they do. They're doing it now. Discipline one of your kids and let them call the police. They call. I used to give my son the phone. Here, call him.
Oh, you think my mama didn't do
You
my
can
own
call
better when we were little?
The police.
Shit.
You
I
come
never
to my
made it to a
house.
phone.
You come to my house. You
Yeah.
can have. Yeah.
That's not even a thought.
My dad punished me.
hmm
Shoot.
You know,
But pastor did a sermon one day, and he talked about church clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, people say they can't go to church because they ain't got church clothes. And he talked about, he said, take him to the store and point him to church in the direction of church clothes. He said he ain't never walked in the store and seen the sign that said church clothes. So we got to stop putting titles on the type of clothes, you know, because your clothes do say something about you.
yeah.
You know, you can, this graphic tee and a nice blazer and a nice pair of jeans, I can dress this t-shirt up as well as dress it down.
Right. That's
But
right.
you have to know how to do those things.
Right.
And so that's what we need to start doing, is teaching our kids how to dress appropriate when they in certain settings. There is no such thing as church clothes.
Right.
And you know, the church says come as you are.
Come as you
So
are.
when
That's
you
what the
come
word
into
said.
the church,
Mm-hmm.
if you get into the right environment, then you're going to change. You can come into the church with a skirt up to your thigh.
Right.
But if you get around the right women, they're not going to say, girl, you can't wear that skirt. They're going to show you that you're going to start watching them and you're going to start seeing what they're doing and you're going to want to mimic what you see. So you don't stop browbeating these kids and stop browbeating these adults and trying to make them be who you want them to be, and just be what God told us to be, and that's love. Show love.
Show love.
Love covers a multitude.
Yes, it does.
And
it
it changes.
compensates.
And there it is. There it is. So the clothing, your clothing does say something about you, but sometimes it may be all you got. So you have to talk to a person and see where they at before you can say that, oh, her skirt, that she shouldn't have wore that, or she shouldn't have did this, or he shouldn't have done that. Sometimes it's all they got.
Right.
And
You know,
sometimes
it's
they
always
need.
exception to the rule.
Yeah, it is. It's
There's
always,
exception to the
and
rule.
it's and so
But you
it's.
see the majority.
But the majority, when you see the majority,
You get with the
yeah, you
majority,
gotta go.
and just like what you say, it starts at the home.
it starts
If
out.
the parents don't care about how the kids dress, why are the kids don't care about
That's
how
it.
they dress?
That's
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's
It's
it.
just like when I worked at
That's
the prison system. One of my jobs is to make sure my staff look good. You didn't
Mhm.
come in with no dingy uniforms,
Mhm.
no stuffed up boots. You got
Mhm.
them boots to be polished. Them
Mhm.
uniforms need to be nice and crisp, because
Yeah.
if you look good, you feel good.
That's it.
That's right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
And sometimes I want to go to some of these folks, young folk and old folk that come out there looking cat red. I know everybody got a day. You got a day where you just don't give a
You just
hoot.
don't care.
Yeah.
You know, that's few and far between. But when you see folks on a consistent basis,
Mhm.
that's dressing this, that, and the other, I want to go up to them and say, how do you feel today? Do you
Right.
feel good today? And if they say yes, then I'm going to say, well,
You don't look like you
let's have a talk. Let's have a conversation.
do. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
But I guarantee the majority of folks that come out looking cat regular, and you ask them a simple question, how you feel today? Feel all right. But they don't say good.
Mhm.
Right.
You know. But like you said, it starts at the home.
Yeah.
And it's not, and I ain't say browbeat your kids, but teach them
Teach
and guide them.
God.
You ain't got to beat them upside the head.
That's right.
But one, they're gonna look at you as an example.
Right.
That's right.
Exactly. How you
If
dress.
man, look at mama. If mama got that hair whipped up all the time, guess what that daughter gonna want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Whipped
You
up
know,
all the
that
time.
was all right.
If dad get creasing his pants all the time, guess what that boy? He wants creasing his
Creasing his
pants.
pants.
Because even in prison, I've seen guys that came in, and I mean they look, man. I mean they look better than the staff,
Mhm.
and don't even have an iron.
That's
Mhm.
right.
And they be like, man, well, man, you got the little sharp creases. Oh, my daddy taught me that,
Yeah.
or I learned in the military.
Right.
But
The fold your clothes up under the knife, and then come out. That's what That's where they come from.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
So you know what I'm saying. So I'm a believer if you lead by example. I put it like that.
Mhm.
For us as parents, we're failing our kids,
Yeah.
especially anybody that was born after 85.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Y'all in trouble.
Say it one more time.
Anything
We
more
as-
than 5
We as parents is what?
trouble.
Failing our kids.
Feel 'em?
Kids, yeah.
They
Failing-
found them.
We leaving them behind.
But you have to look at babies started having babies.
Right.
11-year-olds was having babies. What
Right.
you gonna teach your child? You don't know nothing.
When the
Right.
You
grandma
gonna be
grandma
there,
35,
Yeah,
mama
and mama
25.
25
Right.
and the child 5.
No.
Right.
You know,
So-
you can't teach nobody nothing that you don't know.
That's
and,
right.
And the thing is, you see a lot on TV when people say, well, if that's the way they dress, that's their business. I mean, yes, that's their
It is.
business.
It's their business.
But that crazy son going down the street might not have that same mentality. When you
Mm-mm.
coming up in here showing everything, but
Yeah.
everything. You showing everything.
And then we sit up here, we down these kids, we down these young girls for their stomachs hanging out, and we down them for these booty shorts that they have on. But what was the parents said when they was buying all that?
Shoot, they probably
Who bought
got
it?
They probably got them on.
Who paid? Who paid for the booty
Well,
shorts and the and the belly
You
shirt?
got the granddaddy sagging, the
Right.
daddy sagging, now the son sagging.
Yeah, and the daughter got her everything hanging out.
The thing that bothers me on that, well, it don't bother me. It's just things that you have to look forward to. If the mama had dressing
Mm-hmm.
and the daughter had dressing
Mhm.
and the granddaughter had dressing,
Mhm.
be prepared for the approachment
That's
of
it.
being half dressed.
And don't you can't
And
be mad.
and you have and you hear a lot of women be like, they just keep coming to me like I'm a hoe. Well, you got to look at how you carry yourself.
What you got on?
If you out in these streets with your ass hanging out, your monkey showing, your cleavage showing,
Yeah, and that's the truth.
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Only thing really covered up might be your nipples.
Mhm.
That's
When
it.
a man look at you, or vice versa,
Mhm.
man or woman, when
Right.
they look at you,
Right.
guess what they see?
Mhm.
An opportunity to get there.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you give them that opportunity to get there because you showing them it's okay for you to look at this. I'm
Mhm.
giving you permission.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So don't be mad when you don't get mad when you keep getting approached by people that's coming to you with sexual content because you dressing sexually inappropriate.
Now we're talking about how you dressing sexually inappropriate. A man in a suit can be a person that's beating your brains out. Just cause you got on a suit
Exactly.
don't make you a businessman. It don't
Right.
make you a church going
That's
man. You could be that could be your ammunition to get a woman. You know what type of people you want to attract.
That's right.
So you dress to attract what you want.
Right.
So if I put on a nice dress and a pair of heels, I'm looking for a man. I'm looking for a man in a suit to approach me. And if I put on my hoochie mama outfit, 9 times out of 10 I'm in the club, and I'm looking for what I'm looking for in the club
And then you have
So-
some folks that just dress like that all the time.
all the time.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
But
So-
they looking for something all the time. When you find somebody that's half naked all the time, they looking for something. Most of the time, it's something that they're missing in their
Attention.
life. Attention.
Right.
It's attention
Yeah.
that they're looking for
Yeah, that's
because
key there.
a man is gonna look at a woman
Mm.
that's got it all hanging out there for him.
It's
I mean,
right.
it's nature.
Right.
It's what y'all are visual beings. So if I walk past you and everything hanging out, you know I
And
expect
they
you to look
also
at me.
will look at the
Also-
woman that's dressed up, but at the same
Right.
time, it's gonna
Your
a lot of
mentality
men,
gonna be
The
different.
mentality-
yeah, a lot of men
You're gonna approach a woman dressed
mentality
up different.
different on
Yeah.
what they see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A woman that's got on a nice outfit and she's put together
Mhm.
and hair done and nails done and got a nice outfit on, you're gonna approach her differently than you're gonna approach somebody that's got on a cat suit.
So don't get mad at that. Hey, come here, little mama.
Right.
Don't get mad at
If you
that.
got
You
on
know
a
what I'm
cat
saying?
suit,
Say,
that's what
look,
you gonna
yeah,
get.
look, cat hisses and Wilson.
Yeah. But if you dress nicely, then you expect a man to approach you in a nice manner. I don't
And-
expect you to walk up to me and call me little mama.
Right. And then if you dress nicely and they still approach you like that, then what they tell you, that ain't what you need to be doing.
But 9 out of 10, that person ain't even dressed right.
right,
Like the ones
right.
that I guarantee you, they come to you like that, they probably, and they ain't
Mhm.
stereotyping anybody, but they probably got some sagging pants on somewhere.
Mhm.
And a big jacket and t-shirt, and they sit over here walking wide leg like this. I'm
That's
telling
right. That's the
Because
truth.
you better believe I got on some parachute pants and a button-up shirt. I'm dancing like MC Hammer.
you, can't touch this.
If I see you as a parachute pants, I'm gonna talk to you. That's when you gonna get talked to. And I know you can do
Most of
that.
the time when females are doing that, that means the father figure
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
most of the time. That's what
you know,
you missing it.
Y'all daddy ain't gonna
To
laugh.
love them, right, right.
Unless and that father figure was the figure.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Go
You know
both
what I'm
ways.
saying? You got to look at here too.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
we can throw ifs in, and the ifs are exceptions to the rules.
Right.
But the general census, in my opinion, is lack of attention,
Mhm.
a lack of guidance,
Mhm.
and a lack of parental support for these young ones.
That's
But
right.
we dress for it.
That's
too.
right.
Either way we dress, whether we dress like a whore or we dress like a businessman, we dress for attention. When you got on your best outfit, you want to hear somebody say, "Dang, guys, you dress up pretty good."
Like,
And when you, well, I do.
when I dress up like that, I mean that's where I'm at. That's what I do.
That's where
That's
you
how
at,
I am.
right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
you-
And I already know
but
I
the
get
compliment-
compliments, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
When I look in the mirror, say, "Boy, you a bad motherfucker."
wall.
Tell you.
The fabulous of the wall.
He be like, "You home?" I be like, 10
That mirror sitting up there talking about, "Boy, you don't get out of here."
Like, man, come on, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you also got to look at it. Once if a woman is raising a son, they got to know when it's time to let a man take over and do what he's supposed to do.
If there's a man to take over, it ain't always a man to take over
It's
when you
not,
raising
because I know with
a
my
son.
son, it wasn't a man present.
Right. That's
But
it.
once
man.
he got to that age,
Mhm.
his uncle, I called his uncle. I said, "Look, you finna go live with your uncle, because I done taught you how to be a man on my end."
But some people
But
don't
now
have
it's
that.
time, no.
No.
Because I didn't have. I mean,
Right.
my son learned what he
Some
learned
people,
from me.
you know, some people don't have it.
Yeah.
Because,
And then,
you know,
then when
when-
DJ came
before
along,
then,
you know,
when
he
he,
taught me.
because he came home one day with his pants sagging,
My mama did.
and I explained to him
Mhm.
why, what
The
that
streets is
means
what-
when you're
Right.
sagging his pants.
Yeah, a
Right.
lot of boys end up the streets end up teaching
Yeah.
them because there's not an uncle or a cousin or
Right.
anybody that you can call because they already out there in the streets and you don't want your baby out there. So you know if you call Uncle Larry gonna teach you how to get women,
Man.
how to sell drugs, how to drink. You know that's
like with me coming up, you know, after hanging in the streets, a lot of the guys in the streets are more dedicated
Mhm.
to helping you to the next level. Then I mean, you know, you got some
Mhm.
woman that's in the street that you look at, you
Yeah.
like, yeah, but it is some of those guys out there in the street that had to jump out the porch early. And they see you jumping out the porch early,
Mhm.
they gonna put you up on their wing and like, come here, young bro, let me show you something.
And
This is
we
what you
need
don't
them.
need to do. You know what I'm saying? But you do have people, males and females, in these streets that have actually did the challenge or been through the challenge. They can actually put you in the right direction. So I mean, but the majority of the time, we pick up from the streets what we see on TV or what we want to get out of it. We don't see. You never hear about the folks talking about the positive folks in the street because nobody don't want to hear about that.
That's right.
But they out there.
That's a whole other podcast.
That's a whole other podcast right there.
Yeah. So we got about 10 minutes for the show. I guess one thing we can do is start talking about the panelists / forum here August 15th at Terra White Sportsplex.
At
5
p.m.
Look here, we got tickets on sale. We got the event page on Facebook. Please pull it up, get the information. You can contact either one of us for tickets. And we plan on having a great event. This is Mr. Curtis Sangster. He's going to be one of the guest panelists for the relationship panel. And he's so far he's doing a great job.
Yes,
I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
You know, I pushed him out the nest and he's flying. We do appreciate Mr. Sangster and his wife, Mrs. Sangster, taking the time out and coming and joining us. And we are looking forward to seeing him in action on the 15th. And I'm going to stay close to Mrs. Sangster, so if something she don't like, she ain't going to go on the stage and regulate. So, you know, I'm just put it out there. Just put it out there.
Yes.
You know, but we plan on having a great time, having
Yes.
fun. We're gonna have food.
Mhm.
You all will have the signature drink, sipping with mix.
Mhm.
We're gonna have myself and Gage will be the floor host, and Glenn is gonna be the stage host. Yeah, good. You know, so look here, help us get this out. You know, this is the first time in my, to my knowledge, is the first time of some event of this nature to be held in Jackson or in West Tennessee. I've never seen it. This is something that's known in Atlanta,
Mhm.
LA,
Mhm.
Detroit, Chicago, parts of Florida, but a small location here in Tennessee. This is the first time this is going to be. So y'all come out here for our first event, and hopefully this be a success, and we can have many more. And I'm sure Mr. Curtis wouldn't mind coming out if we do it again. You know,
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes, I'll be here.
He seems like he's good people.
Yeah,
yeah, good people.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
say what now?
Vendors.
And the vendors, you want to announce the vendors? Now go ahead.
We're gonna have we'll have what?
Rena's Treats.
Rena's Treats will be there. Also, we will have In the Mix podcast T-shirts. Mr. Sangster is gonna bring. You gonna bring some of your stuff?
Yes,
He'll have
yes.
some of his stuff there.
Yes.
So you'll be able to purchase some of his shoes, some of his hoodies. Purchase In the Mix T-shirts. You'll be able to purchase some Rena's Treats. Also, ticket pricing. You can get a table of 6 people for $120. You can buy. Right now, we're doing our early bird tickets until the end of July. So August 1st, we'll end early bird tickets, and they'll go to $30. So right now, tickets are $25. Each panelist will have 10 tickets to sell. Each one of us will have tickets to sell. The tickets will be, they're on sale right now. So just let us know if you want a ticket, and we can get you one. So right now, early bird tickets from now until August the 1st, $25. After August the 1st, $30. A table of 6 for $120. There will be no tickets sold at the door unless you walk up to the door and say, "Hey, I just heard about it today." Then yeah, we're gonna turn you around at the door. But we want to get all the tickets sold before the event. So
we're gonna have food. We're gonna have music. The GT Production is gonna be on site with pictures, so you all can have this memory to take with you, and so you can be encouraged to come back again for more memories. And we just hope that everybody just comes out dressed to impress. You don't have to come out in your Sunday best.
You don't have to wear your Sunday best. But you want to look nice.
No, you ain't got to wear church clothes, y'all.
Right.
But come there.
Come casual, comfortable.
You know what I'm saying?
Dressy casual.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Casual, comfortable.
We expect you all to take some pictures because one thing I know about Jackson, they don't come out short style.
They don't.
No.
You know, they come out
They
dressing,
come out,
and I mean,
yeah.
they come out there clean.
Yeah.
I
They
mean, cleaner
do.
than the Board of Health.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we, for those who are not, who make show up, we just want you all to know that you're gonna just dress to impress y'all.
And just a little insight as to what is going to be occurring that night. When you walk in, you will get an index card. On every table, there will be a cup. We're not going to try to embarrass anybody, so there will be no wrong question. Write your question down, put it in the cup on your table. Our floor host will be walking around, messing with people, and reading the questions that's in the cup. So nobody will know what you wrote. The panel will answer the questions as they read them. So everybody will be there just for the enjoyment of the answers. I'm sure some of the answers are going to be comical. I'm sure some of the answers are going to be serious. So that's how we're going to do this thing. Your food will be on your table. The producer said that we are giving everybody 2 drink tickets. So when you walk in, you'll get 2 drink tickets. After that, you'll buy your drinks. So everybody will get 2 free drinks when they come in. Everybody will get an index card to write their question down. All relationship questions, because we don't want to get into politics and religion. So I guess any question is a good question except a politic question or a religion question. So if the floor host sees that it's one of those questions, then your question will get read. So if you have a question about why it didn't get read, now is the time, because it was a question that we could not read because of legal issues. we can't rent buildings if we're doing politics and religion. So,
That's right.
so that's kind of what it's going to be like. And of course, we're going to play some good old school music for you. The meet and greet will be from 5 to 5:30, so you'll get a chance to come, take pictures with each one of the panelists, each one of the hosts. You'll get to meet us, talk to us, tap into our minds a little bit, and then from 6 to 8 will be the podcast.
I
So,
like this platform.
yes.
Beautiful
But,
platform.
but you know what I'm saying? I
It would be
think
nice if we can get
5:30 to 6 now.
Sanction to cater something.
Yeah. Oh, she bad now.
Yes,
Oh, he know.
we can get her to do something.
He know.
So look at the event page, everybody, for the agenda. Everything is ironed out. You got contact numbers on the event page on Facebook,
Mhm.
and you can send messages to either one of us, have any questions, or if you want to purchase tickets, you can send a message, or you can contact, call either one of the numbers for the tickets.
All right, y'all. We love you. Oh, you can also go to Rolling Cuts Barbershop. Tickets will be available at Rolling Cuts Barbershop. That's owned by Billy Liggins.
Billy, who?
Love y'all. Thank y'all, Mr. Sankster. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate you, and we're gonna have you on again.
Thanks for
Yeah,
that.
you want to say something?
You want to
Mr.
say some
Sankster,
final
everybody?
words before we close
Well,
out?
it's a beautiful platform, and I thank God for
Thank you.
letting me be here, and thanks for letting me share.
Thank God for having you.
Bluetooth mode.
All right.
All right, y'all. Good night.
Connect.
Night.
ah, 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 ah.